Hello everyone and welcome to my new series called The Manga Stand. This is to express my interests in manga and anime and just about the wonderful adventures and stories that they have to tell. So I came up with my name with the idea of a news stand, but instead of talking about news, we talk about manga and affiliations with manga such as anime and any stories and thoughts surrounding them. And the other reason was because I've just been reading JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and there's this thing called a stand in it. So what are stands, just in case anyone's new to the series, a stand is basically a spiritual presence that is connected to you. It usually has an ability, and so JoJo Bizarre Adventure is sort of a fighter, and so these people with these stands will fight each other with these unique abilities. Each stand has a unique one, and battle it out, and it does have a complicated story. It has a really good plot. That's why I like the series. But that's just the basics on kind of the idea of what a stand is. So here I have the first volume of the first part of JoJo. What do I mean when I say first part? There's 8 parts currently in the JoJo series. Basically, each part covers a different person in the JoJo family line. It actually starts in the 1800s. It'll progress into 2010, I believe. I forgot when part 6 ends. But then, and after, part 7 and 8 actually in alternate realities. Still some of the JoJo line in those alternate realities, though. So it's all, like, it's really bizarre. That's why it's called JoJo Bizarre Adventure. He just does whatever the hell he wants. Um, so yeah. So why am I talking about the first part here? The first part, I really like the series from the first part. And a lot of people, that's against popular belief, because a lot of people don't like the first part. But I liked the gentleman that the main character was, Jonathan. So Jonathan was a true gentleman, high status, rich, would put down his coat for a lady, had to be respectful for the lady, no cheating, no anything, would even treat his enemies with respect. And that was kind of like my idealized image when I was a child. When I was a child, that's the man I wanted to be. I was like, this is a real man. This is the person you gotta be. Um, I even thought that girls. I was so into this ideal that I thought girls didn't enjoy sex as much as guys, and I thought that girls need to be treated as damsels. And it took a long time to get out of that mindset. But I think that's why I enjoy the first part, because that's just who I wanted to be as a kid, surprisingly. Yeah, then later on, I don't want to be really that person anymore, because I believe that, well, I know that girls now really enjoy sex, so not a problem for me anymore. But when I was a kid, not when I was a kid, teenager, a bit adulthood, it was hard for me to grasp that concept that girls enjoy these things just as much as us guys do, maybe even more so. Um, but that's something that Jonathan doesn't wouldn't understand, I don't think, because girls are pure and innocent. They can't um, they can't know manly things. And I think I don't know if that's because the author was trying to get right with the times, or if the author kind of has a bias against women, because a lot of his work is kind doesn't demonstrate strong connections with women. Besides part 6, which the main JoJo character is a woman. Besides that part, women kind of seem to get the shaft in the series. But yeah, that's why I really connected with the first character, because he was kind of like my idealized image as a child. And now I'm more into my sadistic heroes. My I don't really want to call them anti-heroes. It's just that the morality is kind of clouded. I really hate the idea of anti-heroes, because there is really no such thing as morality. Morality is just a made-up concept. And so I like to think of it as like a sadistic hero, or a hero that has a different perspective. So yeah, that is kind of like my idea of why I really fell in love with the first part. It was kind of like my idealized image as a child, and I also like the story, the conflicts, the battle with his sibling rivalry to kind of get the money, the JoJo family wealth, and then that kind of turns into a vampire conflict. So yeah, it was pretty crazy and awesome. So that's just my first discussion. Please leave me a like, please subscribe, and thank you very much. Give me any feedback for more.